This ain't nothing for the pack. Got 16 sitting in the lap. Whole squad all dressing all black. Every single last one of them got my back. Hey, 20 of us, that's 20 goons in the ice cream whip, triple scoop. I got 3 strikes, ain't got. Don't wanna play me, no conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation, don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. Wanna run to the bed until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the jet. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I could never switch, not a day in my life. Lost my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch, not a day in my life. As long as my dogs, they by my side. Yeah, we gon' ride till we die, die, die.
Up this magic. With the gang, we ball out, it can get tragic. All we got, we gon' let you have it. Stuck in my ways, think I need to change my habits. What would you do if you were me and didn't have it? Look in the mirror, now I'm feeling like a savage. Tell my son I love him, for him I'ma make it happen. Now my dream's reality, not going back to. You say that you proud of me, I turn my back, you laughing. Now I hit the scene, they like lights, camera, action. Living in a dream, now my music, they be blasting. Step out, I'm a star, always in the latest fashion. Had to set the bar, try to catch me lacking. Bank account for my son, he won't have to struggle. You can see it in my eyes, all I do is hustle. They try to...
Okay, Coach, we are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between our visitors and the Miami Dolphins. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Still 180, 390, 57, come on. I got you. Get on.
They'll run. This is Melvin Gordon. And, whoa, he's going to hope that is not a sign of things to come. A rude welcoming to this ball game. Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long.
Round 80. Check you out. Hey, Delta. 57, Mike, 57. Blue down. Done.
From the gun, Rivers. Finding room at the 30. That's complete to Cobb. And he'll finally be taken down at the 29-yard line.
Barney sold the go route really well. Thought he was going deep, then curled it back inside for a nice completion.
DBs love when they pump the brakes, don't they?
Yeah, that's really a whole lot of fun. It's almost like you said, listen, if you're going to sell the go, just go. And let's see who's faster.
57 Bravo. Alpha. Watch 57. Here we go. Run 80. Turn it up. Kill. Turn it up. Jim. Hey, Delta.
They just got that play off. Now Rivers. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
Let's go! Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 12-yard line.
Rosen and the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 12-yard line. A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And he takes us across the 15 to the 17. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Here we go, D.
Here's Rosen. Going right side here, and that's complete. And mark him down way up close to the 40 at the 39. 22 yards there, a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On 1st down, Drake. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
On 2nd down now, it's Drake, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. What that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
He's coming, he's coming. Alert, alert, alert. Monday.
From the gun, it's Rosen. Looking for Stills here, and it's intercepted. Desmond King picks it, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Stills the intended target, so good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with a run by Gordon. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Now Rivers going to give it off to Gordon. And a nice spin into some open field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That one good for 26 and a 1st down.
1st down, Los Angeles.
Round 80. 52. Kill. Hey, dude. 12. Wait.
From the red zone now, Rivers. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you'd better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks with those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Randy Gregory. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10.
3rd and long.
So it's 3rd and long for the Chargers and Rivers after the sack. Working out of the gun, Rivers. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is caught. He's got it. Touchdown, L.A. Randall Cobb. His 4th touchdown on the year. As his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And Stills bringing it in. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Running, it's Drake. And an alley to run. And nothing but daylight ahead. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Kenyon Drake, his 6th touchdown of the season, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Extra point up and good by Sanders, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. He was trying to get that one to Allen that time, but it's going to be 2nd down. Rivers incomplete on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Rivers going to turn and give this one to his running back, Gordon. 9 yards on the pickup there as they'll be left with 3rd and 1. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, it's working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. 7-7, our score after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and a yard to start things out. They'll try and run here with Barber. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35. They have the 1st down with that gain of 4 yards.
Well, that was big right there because they're in the bottom 5 in the league and converting on 3rd down. They needed that pickup in a big way.
There were 2 things they said they wanted to win in this game. One, the turnover battle, and the second, 3rd down conversions. So they got one there. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Rivers to throw this time. Being chased out left. Now a hit, and Rivers lost the football. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. If ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
That 180, 390. I'm going to run you over.
On 2nd down, it's Gordon, and he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They go back to Gordon here on 1st down. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Now it's the backup, Bridgewater. Dancing to his left. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a 1st down.
So in this case, you'd think the defense would be collapsing to the left side of the field, and they forced him to his left. So he just tucked it away and picked up some yardage.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it here with Gordon. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14.
Hey, Delta! Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
They'll try to throw here. Rivers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Raekwon McMillan. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Miami. Sanders now to add the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Charger drive about to get going. That 7-0 lead of theirs short-lived as they've now given up 2 straight touchdowns to fall behind by 7.
Yeah, but no cause for discouragement here. Yeah, they've fallen behind, but haven't they proven that they can go down and score? So what was the formula that got them down there the first time? Get back to something close to that, and maybe they can get this game tied up.
8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
Second and 2 at the 33-yard line.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33.
Hey, here we go. 56. Delta. Yeah. You don't want none.
To throw, Rivers. He's got Allen. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Throwing Rivers. That's complete. It's Gordon. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Chargers.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Now Gordon on first down. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
He's tackled at the 34-yard line.
We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. A reminder, coming up at halftime, we'll send you up to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman is there, and he'll have stats and scores from a busy Sunday in the NFL. To throw on 2nd and 6. Rivers sets up the screen to Gordon. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. It goes as a loss of 6. And now 3rd down. The Chargers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hey, easy. Hey, exit. 57. Mike, 57. I got you. Alpha!
From the shotgun, it's Rivers. Caught by Cobb. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They'll pass up a field goal attempt. It would have been a 45-yarder. Now they'll go for it on 4th. They're going to run. This is Gordon. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. A solid pickup of 5 and a very solid 4th down conversion. And defensively, pure frustration. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Forced out to his left. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to Williams out of the backfield. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Mike Williams, his second touchdown on the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
On 2nd and 7, Rosen. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. Just a 2-yard pickup, and that should necessitate a call for the punt team here on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on 4th down. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we go up to Orlando now and hand it over to Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach. To get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Elsewhere, second quarter in D.C. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. I have a feeling that one's going to stay tight throughout. We'll continue to monitor. First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
He's crazy. He's checking crazy. Hug.
Here's Rosen to throw. And his throw is incomplete. Casey Hayward, the Pro Bowler, there to knock it away. So, Charles, tie game here. What are your keys as we continue to play this second half?
I know people think it's always trite when you say the same things over and over, but they're tried and true in the game of football. Who's going to block better? Who's going to tackle better? In this case, to me, it's turnovers. You've got to take care of the football in order to win the game.
Hug! Alert!
On third down, Rosen. He sets to fire deep. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell you guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Watch QB drop.
From the gun, Rivers gets it to Gordon. And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Give him 2 yards on that play, and it'll be 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Set, 180. 180. Check, Alpha. Check, 52, come on. Check.
On 3rd down, Rivers. And it's complete. Henry. He got 29 yards that time. A nice little completion there by Phillip Rivers. And you and I were reading the article yesterday, 5th grade. Rivers had to do a project where he had to make a poster about his dreams and aspirations, so he clipped out a football player from a magazine article and pasted his face on the helmet. That's what he wanted to be, and it turned out okay.
Not so bad at all. Remember, he's the son of a coach. And on that play, I think he made the old coach proud with that completion.
Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Load it. 52's right over there, right? 52.
Operating from the gun. Rivers got Gordon open, completes it. Give him 9 on the play, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 1.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. Bridgewater now from the 50. And caught by Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The drive stays alive, a 3rd down gain of 8. Rivers now hitting on 2/3 of his passes, 10 for 15 so far. 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. Gordon. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
at the 39-yard line.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Throwing is Bridgewater. Benjamin's got it. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a 3rd down.
To Travis Benjamin. A gain of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down.
This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And, partner, in a lot of short yardage situations, you'll see the linebackers step up into the gaps, what we call mugging the line of scrimmage, to make sure they take away all spaces, all creases. That one worked really well for them.
They only needed a yard, instead went backwards. So on 4th down, on comes the Charger kicker, Michael Badgley. On the right hash, officially this will be a 51-yard attempt. Badgley's kick is good. And they take a 17-14 lead. Now, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
After the made field goal, Badgley back out there for the kickoff. This is taken at the 3. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 31-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, check. Corner. Check.
Rosen will throw. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Nasir Adderley. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. And he's got it complete to Anderson. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So apparently some grabbing of the jersey there on the O-line.
Yeah, just look in the interior, and that's where the penalty occurred.
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Throwing, Rivers. Complete, it's Henry. 20! Room here to run. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Hunter Henry, his third touchdown now on the year. And the interception by the Chargers D leads to a touchdown. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now Drake. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Rosen. He'll set up the screen to Drake. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
80 weapons. Good.
From the shotgun, it's Rosen. And he finds Stills, complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. That goes for a gain of 31.
1st down. 1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Josh Rosen. Looking sideline, incomplete. Great coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
They work again from the 38 on 2nd and 10.
Here we go, G. Get off the field.
Again, it's Rosen. And the Chargers rush is going to get there. Down he goes. Joey Bosa. What a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
Hey, alert. Monday.
3rd and long here for Rosen. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out. Sanders on for the extra point. It's up and good, and this now becomes a 24-21 ball game. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going, and they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Rivers going to give to Gordon on the draw. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Mike, stay there. Stay there. 390. Orange box four. Hey, Mike, 52. Room. Hey, whoa. 52's the mic right here over there, right? 52's the mic. Go. Go. Behind.
On 3rd down, Rivers. He's got his target. It's Cobb. And they'll get it all the way up about 5 yards shy of midfield. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Another tote for Gordon. He's been busy this afternoon. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. And now time is called as we've got an injured Charger down there on the field. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Now running the jet sweep with Benjamin. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
And while we're seeing more and more of these plays come from the college game into the NFL, and that one, it was run with great success, how about the evolution of the offensive linemen? We're seeing less and less big guys who can't move and more guys who are a lot more mobile and can get out in front of that type of a play.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Rivers. Got his man. It's Williams. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this 4th quarter. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. On 2nd down, Barber. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. Now the Dolphins will use the last of their timeouts. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
Run 80! Run 80! Let's go, let's bring it! Let's bring it!
First down, they go with Barber again. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. Able to stay in bounds, so the clock keeps rolling. This defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, rake it the football. Get it out. We've got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
Let's go, Ty. Let's go right here now.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They face a second down, but they are in field goal range.
Hey, I'm going to go load it. Load it.
C.J. Anderson in the game. He gets it here. And they'll get him down right around the 16. In on the stop defensively, Raekwon McMillan.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
The Chargers on third down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Block the team! Hey, Rocket! Keep it skinny!
Again, Anderson. Anderson a first down and more. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. C.J. Anderson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. For the Chargers, they're able to widen their lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They might be thinking this is close to a lost cause here. Got to play it out. What do they need to do?
Well, they have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. And Stills bringing it in. 27 yards there, a first down. Throwing now is Rosen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this this is caught down for a late touchdown. So hold everything here. This one's not over yet. Sanders now to add the extra point.
Sanders for the extra point.
Oh, how about this? No good. Just his second miss of the year, and our score will stay right where it is. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They had to go for it with no timeouts remaining, though, now. This one's as good as over.
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
At the 45-yard line.
So this crowd will not go home happy. It's a victory for our visitors, and